Righto, here we are. Beautiful Gheerulla. So over here is bike entry. Mind my glove. Sweet. Look it on. Absolutely fantastic way to spend a afternoon. Sun's shining, got an early knock, so just jumped on the bikes. Both our bikes are registered, so we just rode out. Just did a quick loop. Didn't really want to waste too much time. I wanted to get out there and test the place out. Now, the reason I actually wanted to make this video is before the first time I did Gheerulla, I was actually quite freaked out about it. I sort of heard that it was like a hard enduro loop or something like that. So I didn't really have the guts to try it. So it took me ages to get the confidence to actually come out here and try it. So see that bit that we've just ridden over there, just those few rocks and roots. That's probably one of the hardest bits. So if you're like looking at it and going, yeah, I don't know, I'm a bit scared of it too. If that bit scares you, then yeah, maybe stay away from it, but it's pretty easy. So that's why I'm making this video. If it's something that you're keen on doing, it's definitely worthwhile. Especially if you're on like a MX bike or an enduro bike, it's going to handle it no worries whatsoever. And the great thing about Gheerulla is the motocross track is all one way. So you can see this sign there on the loop. Do like an instant replay on that, so you can see it's clearly shows that there's like one way arrow and you can just go straight along. Don't have to worry about flying around the corner on soft terrain and having somebody coming back the other way. That'd make your day a bit nasty. One thing that I could potentially see making the day a bit nasty would be if you don't run super high tyre pressures, you could come a little bit, you could sort of pinch the tube between the rock and the rim, and that could maybe make your day a little bit painful, so to speak. The good thing, and I'll point it out up a bit earlier, the loop kind of runs parallel on either side of like a fire trail style of track. So the good thing with that is, worst case scenario, if you had to walk out or if you had to push your bike out, you're probably going to be able to do it. The only thing is it's going to be a bit of hard work because it does go down for a fair way, and there is a few sections that do get a fair way away from that fire trail. So yeah, but if you're riding, you've got to be expecting a few little bits and pieces of work to come your way. So definitely your motocross bikes and your enduro bikes and even like your ag bike styles would be definitely fine on this kind of a track. Yeah, even up to like your 700s and like, your sort of lightweight adventure bikes, they're going to breeze through here, no worries. The only thing, the bikes, you could get a like a KLR or a 890 or something like that. I just reckon it'd be not quite as fun. If I was riding a big adventure bike through here, it's just now I'd kind of be thinking about the tyres a lot and not wanting to slip over and ding it on all these rocks and that sort of thing. So I'd probably steer away from bringing a bike that's over 150 kilos out around here. Just throwing it side to side is going to make for a bit of work. What I will say though is, on a lighter bike, it's a good little workout. Like it's you've got to stand up on the pegs a lot, otherwise the bike tends to bounce you off the seat. So you get a bit of a workout in the hammies and lower back, as well as you shifted through usually just between second and third, scooting through most of these tracks. I did slow it down here just so that you can enjoy this pristine scenery. But the other section that might be a little bit of a challenge is this bit coming up here shortly. I kind of zip off to the left. As long as you don't grab the front brakes, you're going to be sweet. Even if you are on a bigger bike that doesn't have the best suspension, you're definitely going to be fine. See how it just kind of drops down there? you grab the front brake, you could get yourself into a bit of mischief, but as long as you don't do that, you're gonna be fine. And then this bit gets a little bit more rocky up here, so I'll just let you enjoy the motorbike sound and yeah, have a listen.
Fuck's sakes.
Doesn't look much, but I crashed. Okay, while we're flying along at ×4 speed, see that section there? It's a little right turn, and that bit loops down to the bottom on that Yamundi Kenilworth Road. There's a little campground there. That's closed, and I've heard that is a little bit more hectic, considerably more hectic than this track. There's some big rock steps and that sort of thing. Actually, if you're chatting to Crofty one time, he bought his KLR a couple of 100 meters up that track, and yeah, well, you can ask him the story. It was a lot more of an adventure than what we're going through right now. There are quite a few other sections where it gets a bit dusty and that sort of thing. It's actually like quite good, and then you come into these like rocky sections, and if you don't stay on that little dirt part, yeah, you're worried. Oh, well, I did. I felt a bit stressed that I was going to hit one of those, the edges of those rocks, and like get a flat. But aside from that, it's quite a nice track. If your mate doesn't run into you there. We had rain like about 2 days ago. I thought there was a bit, but by the amount of dust we're kicking up there, it's quite a bit less of it is actually soaked into the ground. I suppose it's being up the top of the range, you get a bit of runoff and the rocks don't really hold on to too much moisture. And as we come around here, this is about the halfway mark. So just let me, have a bit of a listen to some motorbike sounds for a bit. And we should be just about up to where you get to where the lookout is. Coming up shortly anyway. Yeah, so that's that walking track, little fire trail section that hopefully I never have to find out what that's like. But it's handy to know that if you got stuck or you need to push your bike back or something like that, you didn't have to push it all the way down this track. You could just cut back to the park and get a trailer or a ute to help you out from there. Yeah. That's what I mean about those the loose rocks on some of the corners. If you don't see them and they're in the middle of the track, they'll bounce you clean off. Crofty had the GoPro on, so when I bounced off into the trees, he didn't see that. Well, if you didn't see it, it didn't happen, did it? I suppose you should make sure you have your armour on, right? Well, definitely next ride I'll chase Crofty with the GoPro. Got to get some cool footage. He does ride a bit crazier than me. It's not relaxed style of just cruising around. Gets the 500 bouncing off a few more things than I do. So, keep an eye out for the next one. And I can promise that it should be a little bit more interesting. This, however, is quite a cruisy ride. We're keeping like a reasonably tame pace, just cruising through. It's literally only the second time we've done the track, and we weren't feeling super fresh after the day, so we're just kind of poking through. Even though we did feel a bit sore, we were like, yeah, well, you may as well. It's a perfect day, perfect opportunity. Got the arvo. Let's get the bikes out and zip on through here. Actually, nearly forgot to mention this, but this section of track that's coming up there's like a little downhill section. You'll see Crofty pull up and he's kind of looking back for me like, where'd this Muppet go? Obviously, it took me a little while to get my phone back into my pocket, my Camelback, and try to catch up to him. But the track kind of drops down and then climbs back up. It's very easy, but pretty fun. Like, you can do it in a bit of a clip. It's kind of you sort of zip down through over a couple of routes and stuff. You go through like a dry creek bed and you kind of climb back out the other side. It's pretty cool. After that, not too much else track. You go through a few little corners and that sort of thing, and then it pretty much spits you straight back out. And if you were keen, you can have a water break and then go straight away again if you wanted to. Or you can call it a day and do what we did and go, yeah, well, sweet, we survived. Let's go home. But yeah, like I was, the whole reason I wanted to do this video was if you're thinking, hey, I've got past that real initial beginner stage and I'm wanting to sort of test myself out a bit, this is a nice track that you can do in like it took your time, 45 minutes, I reckon. If you wanted to go out and see the lookout like I did the first time, it probably takes about an hour. So it's a nice little, it's a nice amount of an easy ride if you just want to do one loop. But then if you want to do, say, a cruisy loop, check out the lookout and then come back, have a bit of a break, have maybe a muesli bar or something like that, and then hit it with some pace again, you're going to get like a nice little ride out of it. I'm actually pretty keen to suss out the bottom section when that's opened up again. But until next time, I'll let you listen to the bikes on this little cruisy section. Cruisy, but fun little section. You'll see the bit at the start where Crofty's like, where did this Muppet go? He's supposed to be just behind me. But if you got any questions, hit us up. Pretty much about it. There's a couple more bends. You sort of curve around a little bit more and then it just spits you back out at the car park right where that sign was that says MX Loop. Oh, actually, I'll just chuck a screen grab of the map from the website just at the end of the clip. See you in the next one.